boys and girls, Mrs. Freeland here. We are going to work on a concept we've talked before about getting ideas, and that is drawing pictures. So maybe your teacher talked to you about this earlier, but let me move my computer a little bit so you can see my board a little bit better. There we go. Hopefully that's better. So I want to talk to you today about how you can add pictures and add more details to your picture, and that can help you add facts that you're going to write about. So one of my ideas that I was going to write about was gardening. So when I go to draw a picture, that will help me think of ideas. So I'm going to show you how, as I draw, I'm thinking of more ideas. So in my garden, I have these boxes of raised beds. Raised beds are when you put wood, make wood boxes and fill it with dirt. And then along our building, we have, is where I plant my sunflowers. Oh, I need a green for the plants. Hang on. Here's a nice green. So here's where I plant my sunflowers, and they get really tall along our pole barn here. So I'm going to draw some tall sunflowers. I better get a yellow for sunflowers. I should just bring my whole basket of markers over. All right, so here's some big sunflowers, right? It's not an art project, right? It's just a little mini sketch. And then I'm going to think about, let's see, what else I have. I have my raspberries are right here. I have something called rhubarb right here on each side. I have a trellis over here and some plants grow over that. Then I added some nice garden lights because right in the middle of my garden, we actually have a bonfire pit, which just kind of sounds weird for a garden, but it's kind of a nice place to go. And then I have some lights across the back, some pretty lights out at night. And my garden's kind of a fun place. We hang out in the summer and roast marshmallows in the garden. That's kind of strange, isn't it? But it kind of is two things. It's a hangout place and a garden. So now when you do your picture, what's really helpful is you add labels. So those are things that you could teach people about, like my raised beds. This is my sunflowers. Here's my fire pit. This is called a trellis. It's like wood that flowers grow over the top of. So do you see how I added some details there, those words? Now remember, we show action, right? We can show action with things with our picture. So I'm going to show action with a hose, and I set up a hose here that's a sprinkler, right? And it sprays my flowers. And so it goes this way and this way. So I'm going to add sprinkler. All right. And so when you add details to your picture and you add labels, it can add more information. Now what we're going to do is we're going to write a sentence today under our picture, and that sentence is going to be called a caption. So you might notice in some books that you read, there might be a picture in the book. And here's one. I'll show you. And then right under the picture, sorry about this. There we go. Right by my fingers under the picture is a sentence telling about that picture. So now I'm going to add a caption to this. So I'm going to say something about how gardens can be like two things at once. They can be a place to have a fire pit and relax, and they can be a garden. So gardens, it's not very dark. Let me change my marker here. We'll go purple. So I'm going to add a caption under my picture. Gardens can be more than just for plants. You can relax there. So boys and girls, this is what I did. I have my picture. It has a sketch on it of my garden. I've got some words for labels, adding details. I've got some action going. And now I just added a caption under my picture. I think, boys and girls, you'll find that the more details and the more things you put into that picture, the easier writing is, because you just look back to the picture and you have all those ideas right there, and then you just put them into sentences and write. So really take some time, add a lot of details in your picture, add labels, add action, and then take time and add a caption underneath. Okay, boys and girls, I'm sure you're getting lots of great ideas down.